Now that we've gained more familiarity with the social media and social networking concept, what are the marketing benefits of utilizing either or both forms? Approaching this from a search engine optimization or SEO standpoint, building out profiles on social media sites is a powerful way to bring additional referring traffic to your website. By extending your internet reach to those who might not typically search for your company or your products using a search engine like Google, Yahoo, or MSN, you can improve your chances of becoming visible to new customers as well as helping to convert traffic into sales. Let's think of it this way. Say your company, or perhaps a public-facing individual from your company, creates a profile on LinkedIn, much like the one in our example from Senator Obama. Not only will the users of LinkedIn be able to view and connect with his profile, but this profile can also link back to your company's website, providing you with inbound links and the additional referring traffic we mentioned earlier. As we've also mentioned earlier, social media and social networking offer relatively inexpensive advertising. In the samples we've shown so far from Myspace, Facebook, and LinkedIn, the basic accounts were created for free. With Myspace, there's a proliferation of online, on-screen advertising in the way of banner ads, and there is an advertising to a lesser, more subtle extent on Facebook and LinkedIn. But all three of these examples show how anyone, from a regular casual user of the internet to even a presidential candidate, can utilize the existing social media platforms to reach out to others. Part of this reach includes the ability to place your company's products and services before a potentially brand new audience. By using the inexpensive capabilities of social media, you can serve up your message to people who might not otherwise know to search for you. There are untapped market segments that, for the most part, stay within their own social networking sites. Many of these sites are what referred to as walled gardens. The current technological platforms don't allow of the porting of information from one social network homepage to another. So why not go to where the audience is? As most social sites offer profiles and services free of charge, the initial investment of time can lead to a larger return in the way of opportunity. By directly accessing the users of a walled garden type site, you will be able to reach those previously thought unreachable by conventional marketing. A way in which to be sure to get the most and the best out of your time investment in creating accounts on social media and social networking sites is to build up trust. There are several ways in which to do this, perhaps the most important of which is to be engaged, and it should be stressed to remain engaged. These social sites are communities, originating with a sense of online community in mind. By being a thoughtful participant, and participation is critical, you can grow a community around your company, your brand, or even your corporate message. Part of this participation includes allowing for social site users to comment on your profile or messages. This not only is going to building trust, which is crucial for any social media marketing or SMM campaign to be effective, but also to generating user-developed content on your company. Users who write reviews and recommendations for your products and services help to cultivate the online community, reinforce trust, and provide your organization with free publicity that you can implement on your own website. This type of reach, involvement, and user-generated content also places you ahead of your competitors. Odds are that your competitors are not utilizing available social media. The reasons for this are varied. Perhaps the most often heard reason against using social sites is the question, how do we monetize social media? While this is a valid question, we should not lose track of the idea that this is not what is important to the users of Myspace, Facebook, or LinkedIn, or any of the individual who shares their interests or simply hangs out with their friends online. A metric to remember for social media efforts is how the users view it. If what you have offered to them is rich and vibrant online resource, they in turn provide you with valuable word-of-mouth or viral marketing and that referral traffic to your site. Your competitors may have turned down the idea of utilizing social sites, so this is your opportunity to capitalize on their absence. Focus on making the social experience, whatever it is, enjoyable for the site's users. Make it practical and make it work. The last point is as important as any other factor, because this is about making a user experience people want to be a part of, no matter which way they encounter a brand. But if monetization is still a primary concern for you, as it might have been for your competitors, think of social media in a way that they may not have. Use social media to monitor what people are saying about your brand. In a word, listen. Now, what are some of the ways in which you can listen? By getting into action with social media. One form of social media is a wiki, the most familiar of which is wikipedia.org, the online free encyclopedia that is edited by volunteers. Anyone can edit wikipedia.org. But what is a wiki? Well, a wiki is a software program which allows users to collaborate on the creation, the editing, linking of, and the organization of content on a website, usually for reference material. Wikis are often used to create collaborative websites and to power community websites. Wikis are also used in businesses to provide affordable and effective intranets and for knowledge management. As wikis can be described as the simplest online database that could possibly work, wikis were increasingly adopted in enterprise as collaborative software. Common uses included project communication, intranets, and documentation, initially for technical users. Today, some companies use wikis as their only collaborative software and as a replacement for static intranets. It's this collaborative nature that allows for wikis to be a resource component in social media. A wiki invites all users to edit any page or to create new pages within the wiki website using only a plain vanilla web browser without any extra add-ons. Additionally, there is usefulness by how wikis promote meaningful topic associations between different pages by making page link creation almost intuitively easy and showing whether an intended target page exists or not. Also, there's a sense of community, as wikis seek to evolve the site's visitors in an ongoing process of creation and collaboration that constantly changes the website's landscape. This collaboration enables documents to be written by multiple users. The defining characteristic of wiki technology is the ease with which pages can be created and updated. Creating a brand new wiki entry for your industry or a new production method or production process is a way in which to establish a wiki as a resource. It's important to keep in mind that when you develop a wiki entry as that resource, that it should be impartial. But because a wiki entry should have the air of impartiality doesn't mean that you can't refer to your company or your brand. Wikis afford users with the ability to upload and utilize various types of multimedia, including images, sounds, and even in some cases, video. You can link back to your website, amongst other sources. It's not necessarily a referral link per se, but it is certainly a way in which you can get your company's name further out onto the internet. Here we return to Myspace.com, a slightly different view, showing a section that is sponsored in part by People magazine. Myspace is perhaps known as a purely social site. While there are Myspace user profiles that have been developed for or by individuals in industries as disparate as music, sports, politics, and education. But what exactly is this site all about? Myspace is a popular social networking website offering an interactive, user-submitted network of friends, personal profiles, blogs, groups, photos, music, and videos for teenagers and adults internationally. In this slide, we see an example of how companies can use Myspace. This is the Myspace page for the primary Coca-Cola brand. As the popularity of Myspace continues to rise, there is an increased focus on the networking and promotional aspects of the site and its reach. Companies like Coca-Cola are using Myspace, among other social media and social networking sites, to branch out and place their brand in front of a new audience. With the growing numbers of social site users, you have the ability to quickly and affordably reach people who may not visit your website otherwise. Let's take a quick look at the numbers. In 2006, there were roughly 106 million accounts registered on Myspace, and the site reportedly attracts 230,000 new registrations per day. Based on those numbers alone, it's easy to see how extensive of a reach social media or social networking website can have with its users. More and more businesses, ranging from artists like independent musicians to large corporations like Coca-Cola, are building profiles on Myspace to reach fans and